Now tuning in to Earbud Media. Audio for everyone.
Here. I was gonna say we're thriving, but we're not. I wouldn't say that.
We're vibing. I don't know that we're thriving, though.
Yeah, definitely vibing, but the vibes are off. So take that as you will.
Listen, there's something, and that's all you can really ask from us.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
How am I? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's been a minute since that image has felt like really relevant. Like it's always kind of a mood. But now it's like really. That's every true. Day I'm like, how am I? Air quotes. Fucking little.
Like, honestly, the fact I've never been more thankful that we record on Wednesdays because, honest to fuck, I have no idea what day it is. I have no idea what day of the week it is. Like,
yeah.
The only things that are consistent are the fact that the sun sets and rises and, like, we record on Wednesdays. I swear to God. Like,
those are the only truths that we still have. This is it.
That's it. That's all I have for you folks. And here's what's going on in Cody's neck of the woods.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't stop staying there. I haven't watched the Today Show in like 10 years.
Oh my god. But I love it. It's a fun, like, wholesome energy.
I don't know why that became like Al Roker's catchphrase.
Right.
But like...
He got cursed by a witch.
A witch who lived in woods that only have necks? Like, what the fuck? Right. Oh my god. How are you? Well, first of all, fuck off. Welcome to Into the Twilight.
Hello.
We're here. We're queer. We're losing it. Like, I don't know. Right. Like, and honestly, like, nothing's changed in the past 4 years, but like...
Right. That's actually been the baseline. Of this.
Like, we've always just been like this, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Just like a little manic and a little scared.
Like,
and a little horny.
It's always just been a manic Monday in these parts. So, like,
in this neck of the woods. Fuck you, I'm gonna just start saying that forever now. I'm just not gonna say any. I'm gonna change my whole vocabulary now. It's quarantine. I can be a whole different person after this.
It's so real. Oh my god, I just saw a TikTok, I think it was last night. First of all, okay, welcome into the Twilight. First of all, hi. Cody, how are you doing?
Oh, it's funny you mentioned TikTok, because that's actually my thing today. It's the thing I've brought to the space.
Great. Perfect. I love that.
So, we love a transition. Thank you so much.
Welcome our special guest, TikTok.
the fucking algorithmic fucking chokehold over us, TikTok. The highlight of my day today was I made a fucking coffee recipe that I've been seeing on TikTok for like a week and a half.
Oh my god.
Have you seen this at all? It's like I literally every fucking day for the past week or so, I've seen this fucking coffee, and I don't know why. It's like, you want this. You're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna tailor to you. But it's like this whipped coffee, and it's instant coffee, which already suspect, and I was a little nervous about that, but I bought it because I'm an idiot. And I have nothing else to do. And sugar and a little bit of hot water, and you just whisk it for like a super long time until it becomes like whipped cream.
Oh.
Like it just is like a super thick, and you pour it over like ice and milk or creamer or whatever. And it's, I shit you not, so fucking delicious.
Does it make you shit not?
Oh, absolutely. But that's coffee. That's fine. I'm used to that.
That's coffee, baby.
Listen, I need it, so we have a good working relationship that I'm like, I will make the sacrifice to my body for this energy.
I haven't gotten that, probably because TikTok knows that I can't have coffee, and so it like knows to give that to someone who does. But that sounds really aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, and like everyone films it the way that they film like fancy food videos and stuff, where they got like the sparkle filters and it's like gorgeous and there's like classical music and it's just so fucking good. And I was like, I could do that, and I did it.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, yes, this is it.
Holy shit.
I'd be a very shitty TikTok chef, and that's my truth.
I love that for you, though.
Thank you. That's my 2020 mood board.
I want that for you a lot.
Thank you. How the fuck are you, my dude?
Oh, Cody,
How am I?
How am I? Well, I mean, logistically, I'm doing better than I was the last time that we spoke, in that I can actually like take a deep breath now, which like, whoa, like what does that
definitely
even
an improvement.
I have this new steroid inhaler, so like I'm on the roids, folks. Watch the fuck out. Spider monkey coming at you, boy.
You're just gonna become a fucking mutant, like, superhero.
No, shit.
Your inhaler.
I keep telling Chris, like, because I take it once in the morning and once at night, and every time I do it, I, like, throw something at him, and I'm like, I'm about to take my roids. And I keep joking at him that I'm going to become, like, when Edward Cullen, I don't know why I just said his full name, like, what the fuck? Sorry, Edward and I have become on a full name basis now. I'm gonna start, like, when he gets really pissed off in the forest and when he starts, like, breaking leaves and, like, jumping on trees and shit, I'm gonna just start, like, going the fuck off. But yeah, I'm on the roids now, folks, so I'm gonna...
So don't fuck with Emily.
This is during a pandemic, so, like, I might actually be a vampire now, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know.
Listen, who can disprove that?
Maybe my doctor has the last name Cullen. I won't tell you for HIPAA reasons. I don't know.
And that's a secret I'll never tell.
Yeah. But, like, how am I? It's a great question. I'm so glad that you asked.
Welcome to my 45-minute presentation. It's just me screaming.
Yeah. Well, not good. The only thing that's really been able to, like, keep me from literally pulling all my hair out is Animal Crossing. So
yeah, that's valid.
That's it, folks.
Listen, still alive, but I'm barely breathing.
Listen, literally, like, I barely survived not being able to breathe, went to go get that steroid inhaler, like, fucking got a flat tire in the middle of doing that, and I was like, well, just kill me. I'm gonna go sit in the street. Like, it's fine.
Guess I'll just die. Guess that's it.
Yeah. But if you want to know how I'm doing in, like, isolation, I got angry at my boyfriend yesterday because of a dream that I had, and in my dream, my boyfriend Christopher threw out all of the Eggos that we had, and I woke up really pissed off at him because he took our 3 boxes of Eggos out of the freezer, 2 of which are his, and I just didn't understand why he threw all of our Eggos away, and I was, like, pissy at him all morning, and he was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, you tossed out all our Eggos. And he was like, I literally did not.
You're a fucking Eggo thief. Lego my Eggo, dude. For real, though.
And I was, like, so pissy, and I, like, went to open the freezer, and they were all there, and I was like, what? So that's how I'm doing, folks. So glad you asked.
I love that. For you?
For me, I'm great.
For you? Okay.
Let's check in on our neck of the woods of our current events.
Ooh, very nice segue.
Our first current event is our really, like, all of our interests tied into one.
Yeah, we got a good Venn diagram this week.
It's true. We really do. And this comes from our homeboys, our family, our friends over at Polygon.
Ugh.
And I'm so thankful. I feel like this is the first time that we've been able to, in context, be able to bring up Karen Hahn.
Right. The Karen Hahn.
Exactly.
The titular Karen Hahn.
Yes. But the reason why we have a Polygon article is because of the fact that people in Animal Crossing New Horizons are recreating scenes from the lighthouse.
It's so good.
It's so important.
It's just like the black and white filter is really doing something for me. And they're just bashing the head of the fucking gull.
I love this. So it's so powerful. I love it a lot. I love the way that people in Animal Crossing are able to just like really take this peaceful, serene game and turn it into an absolute horror like nightmare.
Right.
And I love that.
Oh my god, can you make steak in Animal Crossing?
I can't yet. But
that's a possibility.
I don't know in this one, but maybe.
Because you gotta do the scene where it's like, if I had a steak, I would fuck it.
It's true.
And then you fuck it.
Yeah, I honestly don't know in this one if they'll let us make meat, but maybe.
Whoa, vegetarian icons, Animal Crossing.
That's true. Because we're on a deserted island. That's like the whole point of this.
Got it.
So I don't know. Like the only things that my character has been able to eat so far has just been fruit. Right. So I honestly don't know if they'll let us like slaughter an animal and like fucking make steak, but maybe I'll have to keep you updated.
Man, I gotta get a fucking Switch. I'm so jealous.
It is honestly.
I want to be part of that world.
It is honest to God the only thing that has been able to like keep me. Since I've been able to play this when it came out, I think it'll have been over a week when this episode comes out. It is the only thing that has been able to keep me off my phone and like off fucking Twitter. And that has helped my mental health tremendously. And that in and of itself is worth the price.
Like, yeah. I think that's
especially right now.
Right. Yeah.
Just being able to just do chores, but inside.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was, everyone on my fucking timeline is like, Animal Crossing. I'm like, I'm very happy for you, but also, fuck, I want to be there. And so I was so sick of not being there that I just re-downloaded Stardew Valley and started that over again. For the first time, like, I checked my fucking Steam library. It's like, you haven't played this since 2017. Are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, yes. Let me in. I'm ready to fucking make some crops.
Right. Do anything other than be on my phone right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Let me have this.
Let me have this one thing right now.
Come on.
Please. Speaking of things that we will be able to have right now, regardless of the Newtons, could you tell me about this Fickle Fish Films thing that you brought to the space?
Oh, God. Yeah. So, Fickle Fish Films, notoriously bad tweeters, and frequent guests on the pod, aka the hive mind of Stephanie Meyer and Megan Hibbett.
Constantly in our detention section.
Yeah, we just gotta punish them sometimes because they make crimes is what they do. But they did something explicitly horrendous in the midst of this pandemic, and said, "Listen, I'll just read."
They thought the Newtons weren't bad enough. Okay,
right.
And so I guess this was their attempt at levity. Their attempt at comfort. I don't know.
Right. They're definitely trying to be like, hey, cheer up, guys. Keep your chin up and keep your head up. Like, it's okay. You can, like, still think, like, you can still live your life while social distancing and still live your life. And even though everything feels like it's falling apart, it's fine. It's fine. And so they made this fucking image.
Yeah, so know in your mind's eye, folks, that this is the Eclipse book background.
It's the background for Eclipse, and it's a little square photo with a fuck ton of text in the Twilight font. And it reads, series rereads will not be canceled. Movie marathons will not be canceled.
Editing Cody, can you add rain to the background of this? Just some soft rain, please.
I absolutely can. I will. Thank you. Claire de Lune will not be canceled. Glittering in the Sun will not be canceled. Mushroom ravioli will not be canceled. Drinking rainier beer will not be canceled. Leg hitches will not be canceled. Sleeveless button-ups will not be canceled.
No.
And long khaki skirts will not be canceled.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Like, is that a fucking threat, Ficklefish? Oh my god. I love, like, they had to type out all of these words.
Someone did.
And we're like, this is gonna do it. This is gonna solve all of our problems.
I feel like Stephanie Meyer's assistant overheard this on the phone and was like, begrudgingly started making this. And then Stephanie, like, pushed her over and was like, nah, bitch. Like, I'm making this myself.
Yeah.
Leg hitches.
Glittering in the Sun. I do, listen, the only one I firmly believe in is mushroom ravioli will not be canceled.
I honestly,
I live by that.
Like, there's no reason why that should be canceled.
No.
No. Mushroom ravioli never did anything wrong.
It's true. It's only been good and delicious.
Oh my god. I've done so much mental work. I've paid so much money to try and forget about long khaki skirts just for this to bring it up without any mind pain.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Pretty rough stuff.
Pretty rough.
Anyway, thank you, Fickle Fish, for always giving us hot garbage.
Thank you that no matter the Newtons that might be happening outside in the world, you continue to be so on brand that it physically hurts me. And that's literally all I can ask of you at this time. That's so powerful. Thank you. Could you take us to the Case 2 Fashion Corner, please?
Oh boy, can we.
Do you have your little banjo kazooie?
Those are two instruments, but this is not either of those. Anyway, welcome to Case 2 Fashion Corner.
Wow.
Welcome.
Can you play Wonderwall on that sometime?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I fucking guess, you know.
I mean, if we're in this for the long haul,
right.
You know, like if we never are
How
leaving.
long? I'm not gonna see the outside for a long time.
Listen, I heard like last week it snowed there, so like, when are you really getting out? You know?
I don't know. I just live in a snow globe.
All jokes aside, like, when are you getting out?
Help! Anyway, Case 2 Fashion Corner. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Case 2 is on Just Jared for some reason. Hot reporting. Kristen Stewart spends some time at Empty Park with friends.
And I think, just so y'all don't come for her, this was before, I think, the shelter in place. So
yeah.
Leave her alone.
Social distancing. It's fine.
She probably shouldn't have been outside, but like, listen.
Right. It's fine. Listen,
it's not illegal.
It's not a crime. You can't prosecute her. Oh my god, I just got a fun little ad that I can't get out of. Excuse me. Hello.
Oh my god.
Hello. Okay, anyway, so she's in what, compared to most of our Case 2 Fashion Corners, a very subdued outfit.
It's true.
It's very quarantine chic.
Very incognito mode.
Very incognito mode. She just pulled up a new browser. No one's gonna catch her. she's wearing a black hoodie that just has bitch written all over it. Just Jared. This site is for fucking children. It's
I
profane.
thought that was J15.
Oh, nice, dude.
Nailed it.
Sick. And fucking athletic pants.
Yep.
But most importantly, you gotta talk about this woman, this friend.
Yeah, folks, listen, I know Cody gets after me every week of bringing visuals to the space, and this is not a visual medium. However, folks, I need to talk about this friend that K-Stu was with, because I am convinced that this friend K-Stu is walking with is not aware that we are in a global Newton right now.
She's what I would give to just, like, be in this brain.
It's
for
very...
a minute.
To me, it feels very Fresh Prince.
Yes.
To me, of, like, just so bubbly.
Yeah.
So cheery. And honest to God, Cody, I don't know that I've ever been that happy. Like, and that...
Yeah.
And this person is just walking down an empty park. Like...
Yeah. Just literally taking a stroll.
Yeah.
She's got a backwards hat, a
Yep.
fanny pack, not where they usually go.
Nope.
But around the shoulder, like a crossbody situation.
Yeah.
Just like, there's so many layers to this.
And just so many,
I'm
like, literal layers.
Right. Specifically literal layers. I'm obsessed with this. And it's a fun little duo.
It is.
It's a fun parallel.
Yeah. It feels like my two brain cells just, like, walking at the end of the world, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
sure.
I really resonate with this image, and I appreciate it a lot, and I'm very thankful for it. And all you can do right now is just try to find stuff to be thankful for, you know?
Am I right, ladies?
Am I right, ladies?
Am I right?
Okay. So we have a couple questions.
Ooh.
The first is not a question. I lied. It's an update. So, a while ago, we got a news bulletin to make us aware that Billy Burke was on a television show with Rob Lowe. Do you remember that?
Which is big news. Yes, I remember.
Okay, great.
Sexy firefighters that hate each other or something. Also, it was like firefighter cop war or something.
Yes, and a lot of the conversation that we ended up talking about is that we seemed convinced that they fucked at this time.
Right. Yeah.
Specifically that I guess that they were on a golf course in the photo that we saw. And they were, like, playing golf in the rain, and it seemed like very hot, very sexy, very great. So we got an update from one of our patrons, Rebecca, who gave us some more information about 911 Lone Star, which is the show that they were talking about. And I want to give you this update now.
Thank you so much.
So, answers to your questions about 911 Lone Star with spoilers, folks. Spoilers. So if you don't care, skip ahead about a minute.
Yeah.
So, they, referring to Billy Burke and Rob Lowe, are sternly playing golf in the rain. They sadly don't fuck on the golf course because Billy Burke gets struck by lightning. And Rob Lowe has to save his life. Billy Burke is a firefighter who wants to steal the job of fire captain from Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe is too busy worrying about his robust hair, shout out to Rachel, and how it will be affected when he starts undergoing chemo, to realize that Billy Burke is plotting against him. Rob Lowe wins in the end, and Billy Burke barely survives, but he does have some sexy-ass lightning scars now. Also, the show is very cute and has a diverse cast, and Billy Burke is getting that Fox/Disney coin, so watch the show and support our good mustachioed dad.
I am floored.
What the actual fuck?
Like, when we first talked about this, we were like, this is the most interesting show we've ever heard. And we didn't even know anything about it. We just saw a photo. And we were like, that's it. I'm sold. What is happening?
We didn't know about the lightning. We didn't know about the chemo.
What is going on?
Yeah, I know that Fox is known for their twists and turns, but, like, that's a lot of twists and turns.
Right. I do love that just, like, after that photo, it's like, Billy Burke gets struck by lightning on a golf course.
Struck by lightning, sir.
Oh my gosh.
We have another question. Would you like to read it?
Sure would. This question comes from our patron, Amy, who asks... Hello. Which Twilight character would you most and least like to be stuck in quarantine with? Plus 50 Shades on you for extra credit.
Oh my god. Okay. This is so valid. Thank you.
Listen, Chase, this is your truth. This is your fight song.
Oh my god.
For you.
The only thing,
We're living for it.
Is Amy, you did not say who you wanted to be stuck with, and that's...
Right. You gotta play in the space.
Yeah, so, Amy, you have to respond and say who you wanted to be stuck with. Okay, least want to be stuck with.
Oh, God. I mean, like, it's either Jacob or Edward for me. To be honest. To be fucking honest. If we're not talking about, like, villains, because that's easy.
Well, yeah. I was thinking of, like, the mains.
The main crew. The squad.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna say Jacob.
Yeah.
Which, honest, I know that goes against, like, my whole brand, but, like...
Right.
He's just so big. And I think that, like, if I'm thinking about my current apartment, he doesn't fit.
Right.
And
yeah, you can't have a giant wolf creature man in your apartment.
It just wouldn't work.
That's a mess.
It is.
Who knows how many times he's gonna try to go outside? It's like, no, button. Fucking respect the rules. Stay at home.
We can't use parks right now, Jacob.
Yeah, you can't. Take a lap inside. Fucking
like there is. No, Jacob, you can't run down my hallways. Jacob. Those are for people. Jacob, you can't run down the apartment hallways.
Yeah, no.
Figure it out. Just go somewhere else. God, go run down the interstate.
Yeah. I think, like, emotionally and logistically, he is the worst choice.
I agree.
This is so bad on all fronts.
I think, using that same logic, though, I think the best... I know that this is going to seem contradictory to what I just said.
Oh, no.
But I think that most would either be Emmett or Seth.
Now, those are some big points you just picked. Seth especially, you still have the werewolf problem, so that doesn't really change. But he is sweet and soft. Emmett I get a little bit, but still a large boy.
Okay, then maybe Emmett. Maybe not Seth, then. Maybe Emmett,
At least Emmett is just, like, still mostly a person, kind of. Like, looks like a person.
Okay, pros of Emmett. Doesn't need to sleep. Doesn't need to eat.
Great.
And will always have things that he wants to do. Like, will always keep me entertained.
Yeah.
Great.
It's good. You're wrong, though.
What is it?
Obviously, it's Carlisle. He is a medical professional.
That's honestly, I could have used Carlisle this past week.
Am I right? Like, he's a doctor.
And he, like, during the Newtons, like, he was, like, literally there for the Spanish influenza. I'm a fucking, like...
Exactly. He was there, and he fucking is still here. And if the fucking whatever goes wrong, he can just turn me into a vampire, and then we'll just live that life. And then we won't die. Ever. So it's fine. Win-win, baby.
Okay, then if you get Carlisle, my backup is Esme.
Oh, Esme's a great choice, too.
I just feel like her and I could watch the Food Network all day and, like, it'd be fine.
Yeah, and she'd make you so many meals, and she'd just be like, I'm not gonna eat it, so it's all for you, baby.
Oh. I would eat the Italian food.
Yeah. She'll, like, tuck you in. It'll be so pure. She'll just be like, ugh.
And I want no one from 50 Shades or you.
No, absolutely not. Fuck off.
Honestly, because, like, I don't even want to be stuck with Blythe. Like, I don't.
Right. Yeah. Even
I'm
the
so good.
people that we love the most are would be bad roommates.
I agree. There's, like,
yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Especially, like, everyone from you is from New York, so, like, they're probably, like, already...
Right,
like,
it's too late.
It's too late for them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, sorry, bye.
Sorry. And, like, honestly, the same for 50 Shades. Like, we're all, like, it's too late for us. Like, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. You don't want anyone. It's
Go
okay.
on without us.
We're from both coasts. Like, it's okay. We're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so real about the Twilight folks, too, because they can't get it.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. That's a genius question. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Pretty good.
Okay. Are you ready to get into this week's?
Oh, my God. I've never been more ready in my life.
All right. I have told him to come on in, then.
We have summoned Chris.
Hi.
Hi.
Come on in. All right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a recap of what we read last and do our usual, like, previously on. Mm-hmm. And then, Chris, I'm going to ask you to recap the first chapter that we read this week, which was chapter 5. What I'm going to ask you to do is recap it to the best of your knowledge using only pictures.
Okay.
Now, can you confirm for both Cody and myself that I have not told you what's happening in the book?
No, not really.
Do you remember anything that I've told you about the book so far?
There was some scene where he was talking... I remember something about a blowjob, but it wasn't a blowjob, it was fellatio.
Okay.
That's the one thing you've mentioned that has stuck.
Okay. So last
passed.
week we read chapters 3 and 4.
Okay.
And what happened during that time is that Joe and his girlfriend at the time, Amy Adam, not Amy Adams, but Amy Adams.
Amy Adams singular.
Amy Adams singular, yes. Okay. They went to a place called Little Compton.
Okay.
And they went on this road trip for the weekend. They got a red Corvette. They had a whole, like, sexy, hot sex weekend. Very romantic, very great. They stayed at a hotel that was right next to Peach's family house. Remember Peach?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
So the house where he murdered her at,
where he still has that jar of pee just on the drawer.
Yeah, and the mug of piss is still a very big deal in this because in the book he's still left it there, and he is still, like, freaking out about it.
I mean, how long does it take piss to evaporate?
It's been
what I was saying.
That's what we've been talking about because it's been about 6 months in the book from when Peach and Beck died so it's been about 6 months. Okay. And so his goal was have this hot, sexy weekend with Amy Adams singular and also find a way to get into Peach's family house and steal the mug of piss. Yeah. So, they also went to this vacation restaurant, this, like, tourist trap. It wasn't named Margaritaville, but it was basically Margaritaville. Lots of old...
Bimmy Juffett's.
Yeah.
VargaritaMille.
They like conned because Amy Adam, what we've learned from her is, like, the reason why they met is she's, like, sketchy, but Joe is, like, dickmatized. He sees her and he's like, oh my God, she's, like, reads books and she, like, has boobies and I, like, love her, basically. Whereas everything that she does is, like, sketch as fuck. Is, like, she got keys to the bookshop and stuff and then was like, let's go on this trip. And, like, anyway, so she cons the fuck out of these old people here to, like, get a free, meal and all this stuff. So that's what happened. And now when chapter 5 starts, they are on their way home.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So now I'm going to show you a whole bunch of photos, and what I'd ask you to do is kind of briefly describe what you see and put those together on what is happening in this chapter.
To continue from what you have told me okay, my best guess.
So here's our chapter 5 starts.
That is a photo of... Oh, Lord, why am I blanking? Kevin Hart. Okay, yes. Yep. Okay. Should I see all the photos and then try and come up with a theory, or do you want me to go...
You can see all the photos, if that's easier for you. So
let's assume Kevin Hart clearly playing a large role in this. I'm going to presume that after they leave Bimmy Juffett's VargaritaMille, they presumably run into Kevin Hart.
They are on their way. Let me say this: they are back in New York. They have gotten home. To New York.
Okay. The vacation is in the background. Okay, that's a machete. Okay, and then that's a very empty. Looks like a bookstore. So I'll say bookstore. Okay, I'm. Okay, Regis. Final answer. So they come back from their, very fantastic vacation, and first thing that happens, big event at the bookstore that I presume this guy still works, Kevin Hart's doing a book signing. Sure. Kevin Hart is in town, has definitely written a book all by himself.
Yeah.
About how he has no problems and everyone should just chill the fuck out about it.
Right, absolutely.
And unfortunately, someone does come in with a very large knife. And
New York be like that sometimes.
Listen, people don't like Kevin Hart. There's not a lot of things I know about Kevin Hart, but I know that a lot of people do not like him very much. I mean, yeah. Someone does come in brandishing a machete, and the resulting controversy bankrupts this bookstore. Empty shelves. We will now continue on with the pictures. This is just blueberries. So I presume we have now... bookstore, they can't go on anymore. This is where Kevin Hart was murdered. Yes, it was a murder. And so now, this is just a post that says goodbye. Now they're just a grocery store that sells blueberries.
Okay.
And, it keeps going. Now the now defunct UCB Comedy Theater in L.A.
Yeah.
And a plane. So I presume...
And this is the last photo.
And a JetBlue airline. Okay. So I'm going to presume, knowing what having seen the second season of this show and how much Joe, like you, hates improv comedy.
Yes.
It's
true. Joe and I do have that in common.
We've got a lot of things in common. But...
Wow.
Yeah. So
that was the most offensive thing he's ever said.
I know. We're going to have a talk about that later.
He gets on a plane to avoid an incoming improv comedy festival, which has booked a gig inside of the now Blueberry store that he works. He's like, hey, we're bringing in a troupe. They're going to do a Herald. And he's like, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I need to get away from the blueberry lifestyle.
That was a beautiful story that you
Beautiful narrative. Yeah.
Carolyn Kepner is fucking losing her mind right now. She's dead in a ditch. It's over.
Can't even compare. Okay, I am so grateful for your time. But I need you to go now.
Okay.
Actually, do you want to know how accurate you were now, or do you want me to tell you later?
Give me a percentage.
None.
Okay.
Well, he did identify a machete.
You did. That's actually not true. You did say the machete was accurate.
I'm sorry. I correctly identified a photo of a machete. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. Okay. Wow, that was great.
Always a special guest.
Always great.
Mr. Chris.
Wow, that was basically chapter 5, folks.
Right, so we can just pack it up. We did it.
Oh my god. I'm so glad that came to me in a waking moment of clarity today. Could you give the briefest of recaps of chapter 5 just to quickly revise my boyfriend's terrible summary? Where did he go wrong?
I mean, I will say, leading with Kevin Hart feels like he does play an important role in this. When he,
I know.
it was merely a little blip in the overall
I just
thing.
thought that was really funny.
But I love that he really ran with it. He was like, oh, obviously bookstore. He's doing an event there. I'm like, oh, your mind. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
I think that's a really good creative...
Yeah. This is a fun writer's prompt. I think this is great.
Yeah, I need to do this more often when I'm actually writing
Get
stuff.
the juices flowing.
That's true.
So they come back.
Yes.
They're riding back in their fancy little rental car.
Yes.
And Amy Adams Singular is like, babe, I'm so horny right now, but I actually just want to be in my own bed. Is that cool? Can we just, like, rain check? We had a great time.
It's
Can we
just
just
so
like,
tiring.
I'm just so tired being so glamorous and in love with you. It's just so tiring. I'm gonna go home. You can drop me home, and then we can just hang out later. And he's like, sick. Cool. Love you, babe. Fuck, you're so hot. And so they both go home to their respective homes. And then Joe, so fucking amped on pussy energy.
Yep.
Just that magic. It's like, I'm gonna open the store, I'm gonna see my girl, it's gonna be so fucking sick. Uh-oh, everything's stolen. Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Amy Adam is a criminal and did a crime in the bookstore.
He's so dickmatized. Like, the next morning
Yeah.
he's like, hell yeah, can't get to work fast enough. Can't
My
wait to
life
talk
is so
about
good.
fucking Chris Henderson and how much, like, Kevin Hart was on this fucking episode. And
Right.
then immediately he gets in and his Batman Spidey sense tingles and is like, well, the only possible thing to do when I'm in danger is not to call the cops, but to get a fucking machete.
Right.
Like, what the fuck, Joseph?
I love that he's operating under the idea that, like, because, I mean, granted, he has done crimes. But
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
if
he is
just,
a murderer.
He's
so.
he's a murderer and he's a criminal, and he doesn't have a great history with the police. But he's like, if I call for help at a robbery at a bookstore that I work at, they're gonna be like, hey, wait a minute, you're up to something fishy, aren't you? He's like, I can't even get into that. There's so many layers. I don't think they're gonna dive that deep, baby. I think it's just
a standard day in the NYPD, so.
Yeah.
But he does end up finding that Amy Adam, unsurprisingly, with her set of keys, robbed him fucking blind. You should have seen it coming, Joseph.
Legend.
She's so powerful.
God.
I love her. She's great.
She literally, like, swindled him out of so much money to buy these fancy-ass little books, and she stole all of them from him, plus, like, a lot of fucking monologue and acting themed books.
Oh my god.
Which is so fucking funny.
I love that for her.
He's like, and that's my least favorite section, obviously, because drama is stupid, and, like, acting is lying. Like, I'm Joe Goldberg.
And they all sounded like articles. It's hard to believe that these are real books. Of, like,
sure.
the 10 ways to make it in Hollywood. It's like, sorry, that's a whole book? What are you talking about? But yes, I love the idea that she is a criminal, but she's very bad at crime.
Yes.
Of, like, I'm gonna steal all these books. I'm gonna, smear them in blueberries. I'm going to use your computer and I'm going to wipe your history, but only for the past hour.
Obviously.
And I'm going to Google 20,000 things about, like, UCB, cheapest headshots, free headshot. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm so curious what the thought process going on here is. Where it's like, all right, I did my fucking hunt. Like, was this the plan? Or is this just a new plan she has? She's like, cool, I got him. I fucking whipped him so hard with my pussy and he's in love. He's entranced and I can do whatever I want and steal all this shit.
Right.
Now, I've done that. Figured out what I wanted to do. Check that off the list. Now I'm gonna go fly to Los Angeles, take some improv classes, and become just a famous actress.
Yeah, I don't know. Because it feels like I mean, I don't know. I'd imagine that she could resell those rare books for more money.
Right.
But 23...
But is that what the goal was for?
I don't know.
To fund her acting career?
Because I don't know if Amy Adams singular is aware, but 23 grand in LA is not going to get you very far, ma'am.
Right, yeah.
Ma'am?
That's 1 month of rent.
Exactly. You are going to be able to pay for 1 month of rent and UCB class, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
But Joseph is pissed. He's heartbroken. He's distraught. And the only thing that he can do is to print off the search history because he's a psychopath. And even though he's already figured out, like, where she's going. And then he calls JetBlue and buys a ticket. And he's like, I'm going to kill this woman. Like, I'm not going to get her back. I'm just going to kill her.
Yeah. It's like so quickly. He was like, all right, it's murder time, baby.
Yeah.
I actually don't care about sex and fucking kill her.
So, of course, being himself, chapter 6 starts, he calls UCB and says that his last name is Adam. And he's like, oh, it's so funny. Since I said that my name was Adam, I was able to confirm that there was another Adam by the last name also registered. Now I know that she's there. I'm just gonna say fuck it to my apartment, fuck this job. I'm moving to LA for good, even though all I did last book was say how much I hate LA and I'm going. This is great. Everything will be perfect.
Doesn't even think too hard about it. So quickly, just like, yeah.
What a great life that lower middle class Joseph must live to be able to just immediately give notice on his lease and be able to just move cross country with his 30 typewriters. Like, what are you going to do with those, Joseph? Who wants your cum-filled typewriters? Joseph?
Yeah. No.
And so he spends most of this chapter going around to the deli and getting sausages and talking to Mr. Mooney and being like, hey, so gotta go. Good luck with your shop, by the way. Fucking Mr. Mooney is drinking, like, powdered coffee, from what it sounds like.
Sure.
'Cause the way that he describes it here is awful. And Mr. Mooney is the same as Joseph and is all like, don't give me your email address because it doesn't matter. Like, email is nothing. And don't tell me that it's not about a girl that you're leaving because you would never just, like, pick up and leave if it wasn't. And so Joseph is just, like, gone. He's, like, packed up one duffel bag of stuff because, sure, that's how this works.
That'll do.
And Mr. Mooney comes back at this point, and the words of advice that Mr. Mooney, his, like, surrogate father, gives to him, they kill me. Because Mr. Mooney, he says, and in this order, says, get your dick sucked. Don't sleep with actresses. Don't waste your time with In and Out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't watch too many movies. Don't eat too many vegetables. Don't refer to vegetables as veggies. Don't go in the pool. Don't go in the ocean. Don't have a kid. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
It's pretty good.
That's how you survive in LA. Oh, and also he, like, tries to give Joseph money. And then Joseph, because he's an insufferable know-it-all, finds a child as he's leaving his apartment as this, like, surrogate Paco, and is, like, gives him, like, throws these books down the stairwell at this kid.
It's like, remember me as I was.
And this kid is, like, apparently, like, reading, like, Lord of the Flies or something, and he's like, remember me. Like, make sure that someone gets these. And then the chapter ends where he's like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking hogs tie Amy Sink her at the bottom of a swimming pool. California, here I come. God damn it, Joseph. Why do you have to be like this? I don't understand. Next week, chapter 7 and 8.
Ooh.
Where presumably we meet love, I guess.
At some point, right?
I mean, that's what I'm
What
guessing.
else is there to do?
I guess that's like the Candace of this.
God,
I don't know.
The streams are crossing.
They are. They are, I guess. But for now, we have some lovely patrons to thank.
Ooh.
And this week, we have an incredibly important Twitter thread / Twitter uploaded PowerPoint presentation, Zoom presentation.
So important.
That was uploaded by a screen name BB Queen, or on Twitter, the username NGOCBBUI. I honestly don't know if that is like pronounceable. But it is Twilight characters as milkshake flavors. What your favorite flavor says about you.
Thank you for your service.
Yes. Starting off with Rebecca Cullen.
Beep, 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 beep.
Who's gonna be Esme Cullen.
Yes.
Vanilla milkshake.
Very good.
Not the most exciting. Generally liked. She's here to be fill out. I love that it says she is here to be fill out the nuclear dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
Great with others.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Shout out Elizabeth Swan.
Pew pew.
Who's gonna be her namesake, obviously. Bella Swan, banana milkshake.
Hell
now,
yeah.
This person claims that is the worst milkshake. I don't think that is true. Regardless, I do like the points of being sensitive, codependent, easily bruised, dies quickly.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a big Bella mood.
All right. Shout out to Amy Taylor.
Woo!
Who's gonna be... Hold on. Why isn't this loading? Okay, there we go. Who's gonna be Alice Cullen.
Yes.
The coffee milkshake.
Ooh.
High energy, sees the future, small but mighty, and caffeinated.
Very good. Shout out to Mulch Gray.
Woo!
You know it. You know what time it is. It's Mulch Gray time. Ma'am!
I'm freaking losing it! Let me hit the drop.
Yeah, listen, go for it. Okay. Shout out to Mulch Gray. I swatted shot. Who's gonna be Emmett Cullen? Peanut butter milkshake.
Hell yeah.
Which is just muscles, more muscles, mostly just muscles.
I love this one because it's like, can be offensive. I just love the idea that Emmett is offensive.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh my god, I love that. Okay, shout out to Rebecca Steele.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh my god, who's going to be obviously the Volturi.
Okay.
The Shamrock Shake.
So chaotic.
Okay. Cult following. As Cody said, chaotic.
Yeah.
Checks in once a year, lol. Definitely Irish and not Italian. Because pale as fuck.
Yeah. That's true.
Love that.
That's true. Shout out Kelly Beck.
Woo!
Who's gonna be Dr. Carlo Cullen.
Oh.
Funfetti / cake batter.
Oh my god. Have I ever told you about the fact that I make these milkshakes?
Do you?
Oh my god.
Whoa. I don't think I've ever heard of this in my life.
In high school, I would the party didn't start until I made a cake batter milkshake.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just trying to do the right thing for everybody. There's always room for one more Cullen. Lonely without company. Literally bit people because he was lonely.
Me.
Yeah.
Wow. I understand. All right. It's time for Taylor, Brown, Town, Lautner.
Ooh.
All right. And you know what time it is.
You know what it is.
It's Jacob Black time.
Ayo.
This one is chocolate to what I think is the second power. I honestly can't tell. Okay.
Listen, math is hard, y'all.
I honestly, I don't know what this is supposed to be. Okay. I love the photo of this. Looks great. Okay. So I don't understand why this person is such a hater of a chocolate milkshake. So Taylor, this is not how I feel about you. This is just this person. Mm-hmm. All right. Some supporters. Nice guy, but literally all the good things to the fucking extreme. Too much. Who wants this? Literally why? Decadent and usually overcommitted, but confident.
Yeah, that's true. Shout out, Aaron Salinger. Ooh. Who's gonna be Renesmee?
Oh.
Chocolate banana shake.
Wow.
Better than her parents, hopefully. Question mark. Almost killed Bella. Not for people with diabetes. Too much sugar. And hopefully does not get with fucking Jacob, because what the fuck? How is that okay?
Fair. That's fair. All right. Last but certainly not least is Sophia Salinger.
Yes.
Which means it's time for...
Buckle up.
Jasper Cullen.
Ayo.
The caramel booze milkshake.
Ooh.
This one is smooth talker, easygoing, strategical, and sneaky.
Listen, spelling is hard.
Usually better if boozy. Usually too boozy. Usually better with coffee. Enjoys the simple things.
I love it.
All right, tag yourself, please.
Ooh, I'm a hard tie between a coffee and a caramel booze. Honestly, dream would be all of that in one. That's the
fair.
dream. What about you, my dude?
I mean, you know, I'm a cake batter milkshake.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's your jam.
Lonely without company literally bit people because he was like hello, but also like a cake batter milkshake slaps the hardest. So
yeah,
I feel that. All right, so I have a fan fiction for you this week.
Thank God.
And I'm gonna just say sorry ahead of time.
God, why do we keep doing this?
What I'm gonna be reading for you today is titled "A Different Kind of Twilight." And it was written by Gay Lost Girl 20.
Yeah.
The summary for this is Bella is a phoenix who moves to Forks at Aro's request to monitor the Cullens. What happens when Bella finds her mate in a blonde ice queen? What happens when another blonde who loves to inflict pain comes to help Bella, only to discover she is also her mate? How will the three handle this and other challenges they face? Authors note this is a Bella/Jane/Rosalie fanfiction.
Perfect.
I'm going to be reading from chapter 2, which is when Bella meets the Cullens and things really start to pop off. So they have met and they are starting to kind of fight at this time.
I love it.
Okay. So, why can't I read you? Demands the angry and broody bronze vampire Edward. Because I'm not allowing you to. Jasper cannot read my emotions and Alice cannot see my future, I state, as though I were commenting on the weather. The statement earned several low growls from the vampires behind me. Be careful, boy. You do not want to mess with me. I am more than you know. I could kill you in a second, human. Do not test me, Edward growls out. Oh, by all means try. You will be a pile of ass before your family can even move. I snarl, letting my eyes find his. He growls at me, crouching to attack when Carlisle clears his throat. No, I growl out. I want to see what this baby thinks he can do. Edward growls, I'm 115 years old, you bitch. And I am 300,000, so by all means attack me. I growl at him as he gasps as gasps come from his family. Edward, calm down, son. I think that this one is one fight we should avoid, Carlisle reasons. Listen to your maker, boy, I say with a smirk on my lips. Edward growls but backs down. Maybe you could tell us what you are, Carlisle asks gently, as though he were talking to a rabid animal. That I am not at liberty to discuss, I state, leaving no room for argument. After this declaration, I feel a shift in the room. Someone is about to attack me, but it wasn't one of the vampires. Flames appear on my hands as I whirl around to face my attacker, who seems to have thought better of it. You dare attack me, I growl out. I could have your head for that. I am 300 years old. I have more power than you imagine. I am Isabella Volturi, and you dare to think that you can best me. You are any of your mutts, I growl at the wolf. I growl at the wolf and ignore the shocked gasps from the vampires behind me. End scene.
Wow.
Hey, you ever 300,000 years old?
You know, sometimes.
My bones feel like that sometimes, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, it'd be like that sometimes, I guess.
Hell yeah.
But, unfortunately, as you saw, it's a, discontinued fanfiction, so we'll, never know, how that ends.
Damn.
I know. It happens to the best of them.
Pour one out.
I know.
Another fallen soldier.
It's okay. Maybe one day we'll find out, but not now. Stay safe, y'all. Learn Wonderwall.
Oh,
No.
Or
And,
don't. There are other songs to learn.
And from your boy Pencil Dick, here in Seattle,
Campaign.
and get whipped.
This is an Earbud Media production. You can find us on Twitter at Earbud Media and listen to the rest of our shows. You can find this show on Twitter at Into the Twilight, as well as intothetwilight.show. You can send us an email at intothetwilightshow@gmail.com. You can also become a sponsor of the show or buy some merch at intothetwilight.bigcartel.com. Our art is done by Maddie Padilla, who you can find at YourGhostHost44 on Instagram, and our music is done by Eli Krause, you can find at Eli Sauerkraus and KrausFilms.com. The intro and outro is by KB Smith, who you can find at KB__Smith on Twitter. You can find Allie on Twitter at Into Wild Places, and you can find me at Dyke Discourse. You've been listening to Earbud Media Production. Earbud Media. Audio for everyone.